So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I'm going to show you where to farm relics from the Neo era. There is 10 Neo era relics in total, but 4 of them have been vaulted, so you can only farm N2, N3, S1, S3, V2 and V3 right now. Neo relics are probably the easiest relics to farm because they drop in popular farming locations. They're also scattered all throughout the solar map, so there is plenty of missions that you can do to farm them. But some missions are better than others, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. So the missions that are, in my opinion, the best for farming Neo relics are either Stifler on Lua or Hydron on Sedna. Now in total, there is 6 defense missions that are good for farming Neo relics, but Stifler on Lua and Hydron on Sedna are very popular for XP farming. And as a result of that, there is always plenty of public squads running these missions at all times. And it's very common to see setups like Quaking Banshee, Bladestorm Ash, Radio Javelin Excalibur, World on Fire Ember, and basically Warframes that can blast through the waves very quickly so they can get as much XP and focus as fast as possible, so the missions will be over very quickly. Every now and then you will run into a group that's full of leeches, but if you bring your own Banshee, Ash, Excalibur or Ember, you'll be fine. If I were to choose between Stifler and Hydron, I would probably choose Hydron because the tileset is smaller, and as people pointed out in the previous video, it is excellent for Quaking Banshee. The tileset on Stifler is much bigger than Hydron, especially once you fall down into the caves, so the missions are slightly longer, and there are also some bugs because every now and then the enemies will still spawn on the layer below you that you can't access yet, and you will have to leave the mission wasting a lot of time. Stifler is also starting to lose its popularity because people are migrating towards Hydron, which gives you the same drops and gives you more XP, and more people are also starting to run Akkad on Ares because it gives you a ton of credits on top of good XP. But nonetheless, Stifler is still a pretty good mission. Now, Neo relics are rewarded on Rotation A, which is waves 5 and 10. The drop rates aren't as good as they are for Meso relics, so sometimes you'll only get 1 relic, sometimes you get bugger all, but the chance of getting 2 Neo relics is pretty high. Now there's also quite a few interception missions that drop Neo relics on Rotation A, so rounds 1 and 2. Unfortunately, interception missions aren't very popular anymore because defense missions are basically the same thing but can be done much faster. So pretty much the only interception mission that drops Neo relics and has some public squads running it is Betahinia on Sedna because people are using it to farm XP. And even Betahinia is not that popular anymore, so a lot of the time you'll just be standing around waiting for other players to join. Now as far as spy missions are concerned, there is 5 of them, but the Neo relics are mixed in with Meso relics. And the missions are Kappa on Sedna, Tigoloshe on Sedna, Rosalind on Uranus, Laomedia on Neptune, and Oceanum on Pluto. If you're not like me and you're really good at spy missions and you can run them very quickly, this is probably the best way to farm Neo relics for you. And the really cool thing here is that you can make some platinum while you're farming because these spy missions drop dual stat mods. So if RNGesus smiles upon you and you get something like Thermite Rounds, you can sell it and make 5 to 10 platinum. Now, survival missions are unfortunately a no-go for Neo relics because they only reward them on rotation C and B, so you would have to stay there for 15 or 20 minutes to have a chance of getting a relic. And even if you do that, you can still get like Bloody Arrow mutation or something. So while you can just run survival missions and get Neo relics that way, I really wouldn't recommend it because it's much slower than any of the other options. And unfortunately, the same goes for excavation missions as well, because there are 3 excavation missions that reward them on Rotation B, which is the 3rd excavator, and Rotation B or the 3rd excavator only has about 40% chance to give you a relic, so most of the time you're not gonna get anything. And the only excavation mission that rewards them on Rotation C, so the 4th excavator, which is a very high chance to reward you with a relic, is Val 4 on Europa, which is broken. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching. As always, I hope the video was helpful. I wish you good luck with farming Neo relics, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.